Hi, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Jedi. I guess it was a requested video from someone, and I guess I'm going to be reacting to someone who's of African American descent who lives in Japan. I guess he's a comedian, also very popular. I actually saw him when I was, not saw him in person, but I learned about him while I was living in America before I came to Japan. Let's get to it.
Japan has a bad reputation when it comes to accepting foreigners, and it's well earned. Only 1.3% of the population is foreign-born, and black people are especially rare. But now, one Nigerian American is becoming ubiquitous there because he's on Japanese TV every single day.
So you're a comedian, but you do kind of everything.
In Japan, once you're like, if you're a comedian, they just see you as an entertainer, so they expect that you can do anything. So I do narration jobs, I do voice jobs, I do my main job, comedy, even music.
Japan's one of the most ethnically homogenous countries in the world, and it doesn't have the best reputation for diversity.
What's it like being?
Well, okay, so far, I have yet to have any bad experience. In China's a different story, but
Like being a black dude living in Japan.
I'm pretty sure you experienced the whole train thing where you sit down and then like there's open seats next to you, but people don't sit down.
Oh, I guess that's something. That actually happened to me every day. And today, actually, there was this one time I was sitting on the train and lady or this dude, I had a seat. There was like two seats right here. So there was like space for another one. And they kind of like looked around and looked and stared at the seat. And their friend was sitting there. And then there was another seat next to them. There was still space. And they just kind of looked. And then they sat across on the other one. It was really awkward. It was a very awkward situation.
That's happened. Yeah.
I don't think Japanese people are racist. I think they just don't know. The children now who are gonna be growing up to be adults, they already have the image of different people, like, you know.
Little kids seeing you on TV, and it's, oh, this is just.
He had a good point. Like, Japanese people are more curious than anything, in my opinion. I don't want to say culture appropriation, but more of an appreciation without understanding what appropriation is. At least in the dance community. So I'm a dancer, right? So in the dance community, there's a lot of cool, I guess, for like wearing baggy clothes. And everyone's walking, I'm like, what's up, bro? And do you smoke weed? Like, I want to smoke weed with you. And I'm like, I don't smoke weed. And then they get really surprised. And they're like, wait, what? And then I tell them I don't like basketball. And they go, what? And there's this whole thing that they see from television, like basketball, marijuana, rapping. And when I say also like country and rock, everyone's like, wait, so black people are different, you know? But it's not just Japan. It's also like that in America.
He's another guy.
Yeah, he's a normal guy. Whereas, 15 years, before, I think it's just like, oh, black guy. Well, we've seen a lot of white people, but like, whoa, black guy, He's like, what, Pokemon or something? I don't know. He's a rare Pokemon.
I've had that feeling also. I'm okay, right? When I dance, I've won some pretty large competitions, but without people knowing that I've won, even if I were to do something very simple, everyone's like, whoa, yabasugi, right? But if there's a Japanese guy or some Caucasian male or female who's done something probably cooler than me, it doesn't get the same reaction. Before the battle, there was a session, and I'm dancing, and everyone's like really paying attention, like, oh. But then I'm trying to bring other Japanese people into the circle, and then they start dancing, and everyone's like, cool. My friend Goten comes in and dances, and everyone's like, yabasugi, For me personally, I don't really like that. I like to be treated, the same as everyone else. It kind of makes you feel like, oh, do they like me for me or my skill, or do they appreciate my skill, or is it just because I'm black? So then we start thinking like that, like, oh man, it's probably because I'm black that I'm gonna get this job or whatever it may be. So don't do that. Well, yeah, so that was the video on, another black person's experience in Japan. The whole idea behind it was pretty much just understanding that we're different and accepting it, and also not really being different. Like, we're all people, right? So it shouldn't really matter, even though it does, and naturally it will, no matter where you go. If you're a Japanese and you go to America, or you go to the South in America, everyone's gonna be like, what are you doing? So it doesn't really bother some people as much, only because it's a natural thing that just occurs all over the world. But if you can keep in mind that sometimes you could either offend someone or might make someone feel uncomfortable, you want to keep that in mind and understand that we all live in the same world. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.
Introduce yourself now.
Good session. Hi.
What's your name?
Yeah, actually, where's Nota?
Are you guys